Okay, go.
Hello everyone, my name is Ing. I'm the last year student at Kung College. Today, there one thing I want to share is about why are some students worse at learning English than others. And as you know, English is an international language. There are approximately 35 countries use English as an official language. And English is easier to learn than many languages, which you character language such as Chinese, Japanese, Thailand, and so on. But if you weren't good at learning English, it is a big challenge for many people. Don't curious about why are some students can get good results at learning English but someone not. There are a series of reasons, but today I just give you three main reasons that I collected from my opinion and experience. I will go, and they are not having good environments, not having effective methods, and not having motivation effort. And I will go to the first reason. Is not having good environment. In Vietnam, especially in countryside, there are not enough modern equipment for teaching and learning English. And while English is a subject that need the creation in learning and teaching to have students develop English skills. And in addition, the teaching method of many teachers are very conservative. The learning environment is not active, and the teachers are speakers and the students are listeners. There are not many activities for the interaction between student and teacher. In contrast, in big city, the student always have better conditions than those in countryside, and they having foreign teacher to teach them how to speak English naturally, and they have modern equipment, and they have many English courses as English center for students, and the student have started to learn English when they were 6 or 7 years old, and the teacher always appreciate the student ideas. For example, when I was at high school, my English level was just a little bit over than average. But when I moved to city to study at college, and I recognize the importance of learning English, so I studied with a group of my friends and a good teacher. And I think that my English skills were strengthened, and I can speak more fluent and naturally. So I believe that a good teacher and a good environment could create a good student. And the second reason is not having effective methods. There are many students, they have the wrong way when they start to learn English. Or maybe they are not having good environment to develop, and as a result, they lost the basic knowledge. And in addition, they should concentrate on one or two skills such as reading or writing. Or maybe they're good at reading or writing, but they don't know how to express their idea, their feeling when they talk to the foreigner. And as a result, they scared of learning in front of the crowd. And they forgot that the key to be successful at learning English is practicing and speaking. So if you forgot, you should take note of this statement. This is practice make perfect. And because the traditional methods couldn't bring the best achievement. But there are many students, they are so clever. They are flexible in learning English. They could find many activities or jobs that are related to English. They could join in English speaking club, or they can guide the foreigner as the tourist destination at local area. There are so many ways to strengthen English skill. It depends on your hobbies, and it should solve a problem if you couldn't find an appropriate way for yourself. Trust me. And the final reason is not having motivation. There are many students. They don't have passion at learning English, but they have to learn. And could I ask someone a question?
Yeah.
Uyển, why do you learn English?
I learn English because I want to earn a lot of money and I want to apply in a big firm. So that's why I learn English.
Thank you for your answer. And I just want to mention that there are many students, they don't have passion at learning English, but they have to learn because they recognize the importance of learning English to get a good job. It is an important condition to graduate from university, or they just follow their friends. Their friends study English and they want to study English too. They study not for themselves, they study for a purpose. So if you don't have motivation effort, you will not get promotion, you are not willing to learn, and you will be lazy. You will think that English is extremely difficult and you hate it. And if you don't have passion at learning English, your position are always at the starting line. And believe me, if English is your favorite subject, you will not fall into this trap. And for example, I have a friend. She is my close friend and my classmate. She was not good at remembering vocabularies and grammar, but her sister introduced her American guys, and they fell in love with each other, and she made an effort to study well English. After 1 or 2 months, I recognize that her English are better than ever. I really have admiration for her energy. And in conclusion, I will give you some solution to strengthen your English skill. Firstly, speak loudly, listen carefully, don't be nervous, and you shouldn't be afraid of taking mistake, and make a target and challenge yourself. That's all about my presentation, and I hope that you could figure out your problem and find out your appropriate methods to strengthen your English skill after my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
I can say that a lot. Okay, all right. Yeah, go. Question time. Okay, who's gonna be the first? Okay, you're gonna be the first one. Go.
So as you know, learning English is really challenging. So how can you keep your English learning when you feel dispirited?
What's the dispirited mean? I didn't.
It means some from time to time you want to give up because it's very hard to learn.
Oh, I understand it.
Okay.
Sometimes the homework and the teacher harden me. I felt that the English is really difficult for me, but I think there's many advantages of English that I could have, and I think that if I couldn't good at English, I couldn't have anything, because it could help me to have a good job, to earn money to support my family. It's in my future.
Thank
Right.
you for your answer.
Thank you so much. Okay, next person. Okay, Jin, please.
In your opinion, which is the most important skill when we study English?
In my opinion and in my experience, I think that speaking and listening skill is the most important English skill because if you are not good at reading or writing, but you are good at listening and speaking, you can communicate with many foreigners, and I think that your grammar will be better and better. It will help you to develop many other skills.
Great. Thank you so much. Next one. Next person. Go. Okay.
You've just given three reasons. Which reasons are the most popular for Vietnamese students?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you for your question. And I think
This
that
is the first time say thank you to her. And what about the others too? You got it? Okay, whatever. Okay, go.
I think that the first reason is the more popular is not having good environment. As you can see, Vietnam is a developing countries. They are not have enough modern or modern equipment for teacher to stick and learn English, and especially in countryside. As you can see in my presentation, that affect on the learning ability of many students, because the learning ability of Vietnamese student is unlimited, but it could harden them from time to time.
Okay, nice. Next one. Okay, E.
In your opinion, in us country, when should we begin to learn English?
Right.
The appropriate age to learn English is 6 or 7 years old, because it is a developing time of children. It's very easy to pronounce pronounce English, because in this time the children start to understand Vietnamese and English.
Okay.
So it's easier for them to study from the ages
From age 6 to 7.
from 6
right?
to 7.
Right, thank you. Next one.
Anna.
Whoever. Oh, Vietnamese here.
Yes. I give you my
Okay,
question.
remember you are asking, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Ask it now. How do you think that studying English needs to have aptitude? Aptitude
Need
is
to have
mean
attitude, okay?
aptitude. Aptitude is mean a natural skills or ability.
Attitude.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Aptitude.
When I think that when you learn English, you should have a right attitude, and
I mean, aptitude it means a natural skill or ability.
Aptitude, okay? Like natural, like a talent.
Thiên bẩm.
a talent.
You don't have to speak English,
Can
right?
you repeat your question?
Okay.
How do you think that studying English needs to aptitude?
Yeah, needs to have aptitude, like a talent, okay?
I think the talent is an important ability, but there are not many people have talent. So it means that if you talent, you could learn English, but I don't think so, because you know the statement practice make perfect, because if you study hard or you practice, you can strengthen yourself, and I think that they're nothing impossible.
Okay,
Okay,
nice.
thank you for your answer.
And Ngân.
How many hours do you learn English a day?
How many hours? Yeah. I have a busy schedule at school, and sometimes I spend about 1 or 2 hours to learn English, because I learn English depend on my hobbies. I listen to English music and I like watching American movie. So it's the way that I strengthen my English skills.
Okay, great. John, you have any questions for her, John? I love English. Do you have any questions for her? Whatever.
Oh.
Okay, if you don't have, think of the questions. Okay, now the first question I want to ask you is, if you have the power, or you have the right, or you have the responsibility to develop English environment in Vietnam, all right? So you mean you have power, you mean you are the leader of English department or whatever. So what will you do for developing English literature, English language, English ability for Vietnamese learners in Vietnam?
I will create many international programs for many foreign volunteers come to my country to teach children at primary school or secondary school in countryside, because it is an important period of students to learn English. And I will spend money. Developing facility, equipment for teacher or even for student or even teacher to teach them.
Okay.
Lesson.
The second question is, you just mentioned just like learning English with the foreigners or foreign native speakers, okay? So what do you think of how to improve Vietnamese teachers? Because most of the teachers in Vietnam are Vietnamese, right? So how to improve Vietnamese teachers' ability in English?
I will make some training courses for English teacher, and they should learn the teaching methods of many native speakers or many teachers in big city. They should know the professional teaching methods.
Actually, we are teachers here, and we have learned a lot of the English teachers in high school also have already learned, so right, the methods at university. So they don't have to take any courses or training program, like you just said. They finish all things at university.
Oh, I got it.
So how do you improve them to be better teachers in the future?
But I think that the teaching methods of many English teachers are very conservative. They just the speaker and the student are just the listeners.
Okay.
The learning environment is not active. And I don't know how to translate this way, their ways, but it's really
I
a
think it's better to
difficult
send
question.
them to the United States, to an English-speaking country. So, thank you so much. Okay, right. Okay.